I wanted to take this time to emphasize something that we often lose sight of in social media as trends are breaking, as news is breaking. We get really excited about sharing items that we see. As opinions are uttered that strike a nerve with us or that motivate us and make us feel good, that make us go, yes, that's what I'm talking about. We're so quick to share things. But it's really important, not only for the media, because the media is very easy to criticize for a lot of people and they're an easy target. But it's important for us as people who aren't in the media to be very careful what we share, what we start discussing, especially when we just don't have all the information. When I found out about the death of Kobe Bryant, I was shocked. I was stunned. And I started scrolling through my Facebook feed and I started scrolling through Twitter and I started really just looking at what people were saying. Not just people, of course, but again, that easy target, the media. I was looking at what the media was saying. And you had all these conflicting reports of things that people were talking about was happening and that people who supposedly died but didn't die. And so some media outlets were getting it wrong and then trying to correct it, and they were overcorrecting and they were getting it wrong yet again. And you had people that were sharing and offering condolences when they weren't really sure what had truly happened and who had really died. And a lot of times we don't want to wait for the coroner. We don't want to wait for the police. We want to just jump on what we are pretty sure, even if not fully sure, has happened. And it's important that we take caution and not be so zealous, if not overzealous, to be first, to be quick, that we sacrifice accuracy for speed. But too often we do that in social media. In social media, we become prisoners of the moment. And when something is happening, when a story is hot, when a story is trending, we want to jump all over it. We want to go in full blast. We want to get as much information out there as we can possibly get. We want to reach as many people as we possibly can. We want to be first. But sometimes in our zealous efforts, again, if not overzealous efforts to be first, we sacrifice quality. We sacrifice accuracy. And for many people, that is a sacrifice that they're willing to make. Because you look at it and you say, well, if I screwed up, if I was wrong, I can always come back and correct it. Or I can always just retweet. Or I can always just add a comment to the wrong Facebook post that I offered an hour, half hour ago, 45 minutes ago, whatever. We can just simply add a correction to it. But it's really important that you take the time to wait. Just wait a little bit. Make sure that the information is as accurate as possible. Look at your source. Make sure you have a good source. Make sure you have good multiple sources. If you see one source, even that you think is a credible source, check and make sure other credible sources have the same information. And be careful before you share things. Don't just share it because of a good blogger that shared it, or an influential person on Twitter shared it, or an influencer on Instagram or on Facebook shared it, and so you think, oh, well, this person can't possibly be wrong because they are an influencer. Well, an influencer means different things to different people. So it's important that you take the time to make sure you're sharing accurate information, and you may not be first, but you will be right. And being right should be more important than being first.